Hey Pisces, I'm here for another reading for you today. Now, as always, this is for all Pisces energy. You could have Pisces anywhere in your birth chart. Just take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't for the next person. If you would like a one-on-one personal tarot reading, Akashic Records for past life regression, quantum Reiki, or anything else, you can go to 144bluerosetemple.com or you can email me for a one-on-one session. All that information's in the box below. And just as always, thank you for your love. Thank you for all of your support. Thank you for being here today, Pisces and Soul Tribe. If my energy or my readings resonate with you, feel free to subscribe. Click on that notification bell and go click on that like button so the rest of the Soul Tribe can find us and so I can connect more with your energy in the readings. All right, Pisces, right away, the visual that's coming to my mind's eye, is Jimmy Neutron. And it's very random. I don't even remember the last time I ever even saw a picture of Jimmy Neutron. Protons, atoms, electrons, neutrons. Some of you are very into science, quantum physics, engineering, things like that. But what I'm also, you're a starseed. That's 111 as soon as I say that. You have high-level healing technology that is meant to be birthed in this world. Like you have Starseed technology. I'm seeing like the crystal temples of Venus. I'm seeing Arcturus. I'm seeing Lumeria, Atlantis. And just in general, the Pisces collective that I read for, you have extrasensory perception. You are such a high priest, priestess, mystic, sage, all of that. We have Krishna, your devotion is recognized. So also recognize, your commitment rather has been recognized. Your spiritual team recognizes your devotion and your commitment. You are loved unconditionally. And I'm hearing the song Unconditionally by Katy Perry. So maybe that song resonates with you too. Yeah, you're such a starseed, Pisces, but I'm seeing protons, electrons, and atoms, neutrons. You are someone that you see energy. Some of you can even see energy particles. I'm getting the energy of Albert Einstein. Some of you may have even been perhaps some sort of inventor, engineer, or scientist in a past life, and you still have those gifts in this lifetime. But what's coming through is that scientist was actually very spiritually gifted. There's some sort of blend here of spirituality, but also quantum science. So if that resonates with you, this reading may be for you, okay? Divine Mother and Father, Holy Spirit of God, what do we have for Pisces for this very quantum physics reading? But that's because you are very connected to creation, I'm hearing the creative ray, okay? So the rainbow ray or the creative ray can mean something to you, but it's the energy of creation of matter, trusting heaven, Lady Venus, downloads and understanding, okay? And sacred vision, choose to forgive in order to heal. See the light in all. Remember that love has no boundaries. All right, we have Lady Venus, downloads and understanding, but this is also confirmation that a lot of your soul gifts, it is Friday, so happy Venus Day. Your soul gifts come from these other planets and worlds and galaxy systems. Perhaps Venus. Lady Venus, Archangel Michael, both of these are also cosmic blue ray and blue rose holders. And so for some of you, the cosmic blue ray of light may resonate with you as well. Truth is being revealed. Deep insights are coming from heaven and the astral realm. And then we have Archangel Michael, trusting heaven. You are safe. Angels stand close. Surrender your concerns and allow a miracle to occur. Let's see what this is. Why Lady Venus and Archangel Michael, downloads and understanding. You are such a multi-dimensional soul, Pisces. Atlantis, rapid development, excellence, and success. Okay, you are someone that, yes, you have a lot of starseed galactic energy. And what I do see is you could have taken the material world, the spiritual energy, and merging it into one. Okay, you are such a co-creator. You are here to co-create your own reality, and you're going to be very successful as you do so. I'm going to grab actually these cards over here. Why do we have Atlantis, Lady Venus, and Archangel Michael? Akashic Records. Your guidance is divinely guided. Okay, that's the energy of the Fool card. Like, what is the Fool doing? The Fool knows exactly where the Fool is going. You know, the Fool is not going to fall off of a cliff. And I'm kind of seeing a visual of like the Fool about to walk off a cliff, but from everyone else's perspective, the Fool's walking off of a cliff. The Fool sees a path that everyone else doesn't see. And that's what I'm seeing here. The number 19 or even the number 10 may resonate with you. Your guidance rather is divinely guided. It is coming straight from source, straight from the heavens. You know, and again, you are very much a galactic, just starseed soul. Okay, now let's grab some more cards here. Why do we have Akashic Records, Lady Venus, Trusting Heaven, Atlantis? Paradigm shift. Pay attention. Definitely pay attention to the signs, the symbols, the patterns. Why do we have Akasha? Your guidance is divinely guided, Lady Venus, Atlantis, and Trusting Heaven. Your karmic debt is paid. It is in your DNA. A gift is coming from this. So there is a gift coming in for you, collective. Pay attention to the signs, the symbols, the patterns, because there is a paradigm shift that's happening for you. Now, your karmic debt over here is paid. Whatever that means for you, we'll get a card for it. Some of you do, when you do Reiki, it's not Usui Reiki. When you do Reiki, you penetrate people's DNA. And this is very similar to Sekam. So Sekam, energy healing of Sekhmet. It's a DNA, soul, and cellular level. It is not Usui Reiki, which to me, Usui, like, you know, it's up to the person of what energy they hold. You know, your Reiki energy, it penetrates on a cellular level. DNA over here and Reiki. That's what they used to do in Atlantis. That is what these starseeds and priests and priestesses used to do in Venus. Now, if you go to Arcturus, Atlantis, or Venus, if you just look into the energy, maybe astral travel, Reiki and the DNA, if you were to go to these crystalline temples, all anyone would do is just touch or barely touch, and it would activate one's DNA, which is what all of us can do here in the now. And what the entire collective is awakening to is we really can do that, you know? And so for some of you, owning this, owning it, understanding it, reclaiming it, your Reiki energy, when someone goes to a Reiki session with you, it's not just the hands hovering the body. You are truly, your light that you hold, your gifts that you hold, clear others on a cellular and on a DNA level. Okay, so let's see what it is that we have for you Pisces. There goes the cards. What do we have for this reading for Pisces? Why do we have Akasha, Akashic Records, Lady Venus, Archangel Michael, Trusting Heaven, and Atlantis? And for some of you, when it says your guidance is divinely guided, you are safe, all of this. We live in a world that's going to tell you that there are certain things that are pseudoscience. Is it pseudoscience if it materializes itself, though? You know, and you definitely have something very valuable to bring to the world, Pisces. You hold gifts of the future. So, and I'm hearing 144,000. I'm seeing a lot of very white light. You know, you are very high vibrational, highly spiritual. And again, you're here to anchor the new and really anchoring the codes that are ancient. Why the Ten of Wands here? Why the Queen of Cups? You've been releasing a lot of burden over here, and because of that, something's coming in for you. For this reading for Pisces, for Akashic Records, Reiki, DNA, Lady Venus, Archangel Michael, Atlantis, why do we have the Ten of Wands here? Why do we have the Queen of Cups? Why do we have the Knight of Cups? Money Reiki is what's coming through. And again, pseudoscience, is it really true? For some of you, like even when it comes to, I'm gonna like just let it all channel as it comes through. You are someone who holds very high vibrational and 10 to 12 dimensional codes. And so say, for example, money Reiki. It is actually a thing. And some people will, oh, how do you know? But that's the thing. What happens when you actually do the session or you do the work and then it materializes? Is it truly a pseudoscience? You know, if there's material proof for your spiritual work and all of these different things. Nine of Pentacles with the Ten of Wands over here. I do see that there was some sort of clearing over here when it came to money. Why Nine of Coins with the Ten of Wands? The Strength card, Second energy. Look at this. The Strength card is also lower self, higher self, right? Taming that inner beast, taming your inner shadows, bringing them into wholeness and oneness and integration. I do see that there was some sort of purge for you when it came to finances, but it feels like it was more of a DNA and ancestral clearing. 144, as I say, that's 144,000. If you have been through any like financial shifts in your life, the trigger is to get down to a DNA cellular level in order to purge that out of your ancestral energy, right? Of your DNA, right? Ancestral pain, poverty, lack of wounds can be passed down even by DNA. You know, even in the womb, whatever your mother is feeling, 1111, what your mother felt while she held you in the womb, those codes are going into your DNA. And so, you know, as humans, we hold on to so much energy that we don't even realize. If your mother went through fight or flight when she was pregnant with you, there's probably energies in your nervous system, in your root, that is not even yours, that you don't even realize is there because it happened in the womb. So it goes so deep. You know, but I do see, and confirmation though, some of you resonate with Sekhmet. Sekhem. Sekhem equals power, and Sekhem is an ancient energy healing technique on a soul and cellular level. Okay, but it has everything to do even with, say, wealth, finances, your emotional field, your mental field, etc. Why do we have Queen of Cups with the Two of Swords? I do see over here that you have released a lot over here. However, things are coming to balance, peace, harmony. Why the Two of Swords with Temperance and the Queen of Cups? Yeah, I do see that this was also, it brought you peace. It did bring you peace. This, and when it says this was a gift, as soon as I say that, reward for hard work, what was released didn't serve you anyway. And what's coming through, like, so old money versus new money, right? It feels like there's old structures and programs in your life that are being released symbolically through whatever it is that you've been through or what you're going through, say with wealth and finances and like security, shared values, etc. And so that's all that it was. And it actually happened only to bring you peace. Only to bring you peace, you know, and that's the energy of the Taurus energy, right? Of the things it is that we thought made us feel safe and secure. It is only taken away so that you could find true safety within yourself. And then it comes in higher. And that's what I'm seeing over here. Pisces, like there's definitely something that happened, perhaps with wealth, finances, etc. Something in your life. The karmic debt was paid though. And it was only to come right back to balance over here. Now, why do we have Ace of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups? There's a gift that's coming. Okay? Ace of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, success over here. And that's the thing. You know, there is a Kalima card that I talked about in another reading recently. Mahavidya, number 15 or the number 6. Mahavidya teaches us that sometimes we think we want all the sugary drinks, self-cherishing points of view. However, it's the vegetables and the fruits that serve us on a soul level. 144 as I say that. So you had a plate, Pisces, of some vegetables and fruits. However, it has really, really served you over here. You know, and so that's what's coming through is if any of you have been through any situation with wealth, finances, again, security, things like that, it was only for you to heal that on a DNA cellular level. And now everything comes to balance. Everything's purged out. And you've made a whole lot of room for a whole lot to come in, Pisces. Okay, you have the Ace of Pentacles. You have the Six of Pentacles. Knight of Cups. There is a gift coming in for you, Pisces. A reward for your hard work. Your karmic debt is fully paid. It was fully paid through this situation, and you are about to receive. So get ready and open to receive, Pisces. All right, now what do we have for Pisces? You're getting ready to see something you've never seen. Pisces, you have such beautiful things coming in for you. You have truly, there's some sort of karmic debt that has been paid in all time, spaces, and dimensions, and your material world is truly changing. It is changing through the purge and through the release, which was on a DNA and cellular level. What Spirit is also saying is your Reiki, specifically Reiki, and that is the diamond ray of light. It's the cosmic, like every ray of light does penetrate on a cellular DNA level, especially the diamond ray of light. Which acts very quickly. It's a 10 to 12 dimensional ray of light associated with Buddha, with Guan Yin, with Yeshua, Sarah Kali, Mary Magdalene, Hathor, Archangel Michael, and it penetrates on a DNA cellular level. So for some of you, you work with the ray of light that is not as common, as maybe, popular spirituality talks about. Most of the time we hear about Usui Reiki, etc. Some of you work with Holy Fire Reiki. But in general, your light that you have, it works on other people on a DNA and cellular level. So just really owning that. And why do you have that soul gift? It comes from Venus. It comes from Atlantis. It comes from Arcturus. All of those different starseed galaxy systems. You're a walking starseed, Pisces. And that's what I have for you. You have success and victory over here, okay? Beautiful energy. I'm going to grab a few more cards of advice. What are some cards of advice for Pisces today? What are some cards of advice for Pisces? The Holy Spirit. Expect miracles. Remember that only love is real. Miracles will occur naturally. Spirit has your back. So even when the negativity is happening, it was never an attack to you. It was a gift to you. And miracles are occurring for you now, all right? Spirit has your back. So when it comes to whatever that you went through or going through, remembering that only love is real, because again, things do completely shift for you. You've made a whole lot of room for a whole lot of new things to come in for you. All right, what do we have for Pisces? The authority of Spirit and the gift over here. Okay, you have such a gift. The secret of Camelot, the authority of Spirit. All right, and beautiful things are coming in for you. Let's see what else. We're going to grab from this deck and then from the paper cards over there. What do we have for Pisces? What do we have for Pisces for this reading? Safe space and then Guan Yin. So confirmation on that diamond ray of light, Guan Yin over here may resonate with you. We do have safe space over here. So it does feel like everything is working out for you, Pisces. Yes, there was something that happened over here. It's only happened to bring some sort of balance and peace. It says, I know my extremes and now I seek peace. And for some of you, you could have had an extreme situation when it comes to money and finances. When it comes to money and finances, you having an extreme situation, it is an extreme trigger of the root. To go down to the root, to heal that. And what I do see is your root is like your cup is being refilled. It feels like, I'm seeing water and like pouring out water, but then it pouring in completely full again. All right, so that's what I see for you. Maybe for some of you, you also work with water, or even like the water cup method is what I'm seeing. What do we have for Pisces? Closing messages for Pisces. There's no action needed. Again, miracle. Just surrender your concerns and allow a miracle to occur. We have Aset. We have Shiva, Isis, Shiva, and then we do have ancestral spirit over here. So the ancestors can resonate with you as well. Isis, Shiva, call back your energy over here. So call back your energy. Now is the time when it comes to eclipse season, when it comes to the North Node shifting into Pisces every day. And I've been saying that all week in our readings, Pisces. Cleansing, clearing your energy, calling back your energy every single day. As ascension is high, energy is sensitive. There's a lot going on in the world. Okay, so call back your energy every day. Have some sort of prayer, ritual, spiritual routine that works for you. That's what I have for you, Pisces. I do hope that it resonates. I'm sending you all so much love and so many blessings to your day.